What's good, YouTube? We're gonna another video. You already know. Yes, sir. We are doing Spooky Scary Thursday once again. Like I said in the which video? Granny video. Videos every day. But if you do enjoy my content, please like, comment, subscribe, share this out to your brother, share this out to your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your mother, your family. Share this out to your friends, family. Please, we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. We at 172. Clap it up. Yes, sir. You just want to 172. I'm trying to, at least by the end of 2024. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know that seems like a lot, but with the dedication I'm at right now, nothing can stop us. But if you do enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share this out to your friend, share it out to your sister, and let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it.
It was a snowy night when I pulled into the parking lot of my gas station. I worked the overnight 11 to 7 shift and had been at the job for several months before this. I really didn't like this job, but finding somewhere else to work was really difficult, and due to how some things were in other aspects of my life, night shifts were the best for my personal schedule. Still though, I went in tired every night and struggled to get through every shift. I parked in front of the building beside the only other car in the parking lot, which was my coworker's. Then I went inside and relieved him of his shift. He left a couple minutes later, and then it was just me for the rest of the night. My manager had a paper on the desk with some things to get done, but from reading it over, it wasn't all that much. My guess was that it would take no more than an hour total to complete all the tasks. So I tried to put it off as long as possible to save me from falling asleep once I started getting really tired. But as I sat there behind the desk, and somewhere around 12 a.m., a car pulled into the station. I glanced out the window, seeing an old SUV parked by one of the pumps. Of course, with it snowing outside, most people were not driving around, but getting a customer every once in a while was normal. I went back to my phone and scrolled through some videos, not paying much attention for probably 10 minutes, until I looked back outside and saw the SUV was still there by the pump. The headlights were off and the doors were closed, looking like they should be pumping gas, but it'd been so long. I stood up and got closer to the window, looking down both sides of the building, but nobody was anywhere outside.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even care about that, bro. I'm about to hit him with that, bro. Who do you think you are? Get gone. Have a shotgun in my hand. Get gone.
If they had been in their car for the past 10 minutes with it off, they'd have to be freezing. It was snowy, windy, and cold, so I honestly got a little nervous for them. I paid more attention for the next few minutes, waiting to see any movement through the dark windows, or for someone to get back inside their car, but there was nothing. It was like the car was just abandoned right next to the pump. After some thought, I put on my jacket and went outside. Immediately, I knew I was right. It was way too cold for anyone to be in there with the car off, or for anyone to even be outside for more than a few minutes. I rushed over to the car and looked around, then put my face close to the window and tried to look inside. "Hello? Anyone in there? Just checking to see if you're okay," I called out, but from what I could see, there wasn't anyone inside.
See me? If there's nobody inside, I'm going back inside. I'm not going to worry about who's not in the car. You thought it was sweet, buddy? No, I'm not doing that, buddy. I'm going back inside. Screw you, your car, and your mama.
It wasn't exactly easy to see, so someone could have been, but I was pretty sure there wasn't. Now even more confused, I backed up and looked around at the empty gas station parking lot before starting to walk back. Now with my eyes not focused on the car, I was just looking at the ground and noticed shoe prints in the snow going toward the building. Not really the front of the building, but kind of off to the side. I looked back and saw that they seemed to come from the car. But at this point, I was freezing and didn't want to investigate further without warming up a bit first. I went inside and turned on the small heater next to the counter, putting my hands in front of it to warm them up. I was only inside for 30 seconds to a minute though, before a thump resonated through the building from behind me.
See? It's either you getting robbed, you're about to get killed, or it's just like an animal or something. I pick option A. Option A is you're getting robbed. So, in my opinion, always keep a strap on you, a shotgun, a pistol, so you can shoot this victim and then call the cops. Option B, call the cops and hide. But I'm going with option A.
I spun around, not seeing anything, then walked around the counter and toward the back. On the floor, there were puddles of dirty water, like snow that had melted off someone's boots. Feeling a chill run through me, I stepped closer to the back room and turned the corner toward where the supply room was. Standing in the dark behind one of the shelves, I could see the outline of a figure. They were tall, scruffy.
Who is bro? Who is he? Who bro think he is? Bro. See, that's where you get the... Bro. See, that's where this come in handy. Batter up, you know, just finna hit him with that. Come on, buddy. No, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have to get some type of weapon when you going. If you hear somebody or you think it's somebody back there, bring a weapon.
Beard, and they were looking right at me. My heart stopped for a moment, but after the initial shock, my reaction was to just walk back to the counter. I don't know why. Maybe I was just too shocked to react appropriately. After staring at the doorway to the supply room for I don't even know how long, I quietly picked up the store phone and called the police, whispering for help. Then I endured the most unnerving 10 minutes of my life as I waited. During this time, I didn't hear or see anything from the supply room, which honestly added to my fear. For some reason, the man never came out to confront me. When two cops finally pulled in and came inside, I quietly told them where the man was.
Let's be honest. They gonna go in there. Nobody's there. Watch. They gonna sit there.
They searched the room while I stayed by the front, but I was shocked when they came out with nobody else. The man was gone. Watery shoe prints surrounded the back door, but outside were fresh tracks in the snow going straight away from the gas station, straight into the completely dark, empty field that led on for miles. Obviously, nobody could search that at night, but even when they did in the following days, they didn't find anything.
I can't understand why bro's out here with a short sleeve shirt on in the winter and it's snowing with 0-degree weather. Who knows, bro?
I mean, the field was huge. He could have gone anywhere, but it was so cold and windy that night that I was almost sure that they'd find a body. The SUV was taken in for hopefully more information. I don't know how or why, but for some reason they couldn't find any history of ownership, so that left us with just what we know from that night. And we are still left with just that. Who the man was and what he was doing remains unsolved, and where he is now is just as much of a question. live on the outskirts of a mid-sized town in Wyoming. The whole reason I live here is because owning a huge plot of land isn't as impossible of a task as it can be in most other states. My house is small, but it was cozy enough for living alone. This happened 4 years ago, in 2019. It was spring, and we were going through a month of pouring rain almost every single day. It was a Sunday, and I was home from work, spending the day watching TV and resting. Sometime around 6 or 7.
See, that's one sign. That's one reason why it's about to happen to you. You ain't go to church. You ain't pray. You ain't pray today. Why you ain't pray today? So, let's redo this. Go to church on a Sunday, and you'll be good.
I got an unexpected knock at my door. I barely heard it through the rain, and when I answered the door, I was even more surprised to see it was some random guy, not a mailman or anything of the sorts. Someone coming all the way out onto my property without notice was very unusual, being that it was far out of the way. "How can I help you?" I said. The guy, looking somewhere in his late 20s, said he'd been camping out in the woods nearby and had gotten into some trouble and needed a place to stay for the night. With the location of my house, if he wasn't lying, then showing up at my doorstep would make sense because I was the closest place within the woods by at least 5 or 6 miles. It was also pouring out, which made me feel even worse for him, but it still didn't take away from the possible danger of letting a stranger into my home. I offered him a phone call to get a ride into town, but the guy denied my offer. After bluntly saying he couldn't stay here, the guy walked off. I watched him go down the dirt road a little ways, then he veered off and walked into the woods. As odd as that was, I didn't have it on my mind for more than a few minutes before I was back to watching TV. I didn't check the time very often, but it had to be at least 2 hours later and well into the night when I saw an orange glare coming from the window by my backyard. I got up and moved the curtain. Through the rain and fog, I saw a campfire right in the middle of the woods outside my house. It was small, flickering under a large tree as the rain poured down on it. Standing next to it, there was the outline of a figure holding something. I couldn't tell though if he was facing my house or into the woods. After a moment, I closed the curtains and picked up my phone, calling the police to let them know about this person outside my house. I knew it would take probably an hour for them to get here, and whoever was out there wasn't doing me any harm. But at the very least I wanted them away from my house before I went to bed. Once I got off the phone...
See, this is why you have gated community. You have fenced up house. So you got a fence all around the house.
With the officer, I checked the window again. The fire was still burning lightly, but the figure wasn't there. Then I heard footsteps coming toward the house. I ran to the other window and caught sight of him walking past with a hunting rifle in his hand before he...
Bro, it's not that deep. Why do you got a hunting rifle? What did I just said no. I just said no. Would you like to come in? I will gladly let you in. Why are you having a hunting rifle? Who are you about to hunt? You not hunting me, buddy. You're not hunting me. We not going down like that, bro.
Turned the corner and went to the front door. He banged on it a few times, then it went quiet. I grabbed my self-defense handgun from the hallway closet.
Nah, clap it up for bro. He is smart. Yeah, we gonna have a shootout in this mug. Nobody can hear us. You gonna be dead in the dirt. On me.
And hid around the wall, still trying to process the situation I was in. He hit the door again. This time I could tell it was with the stock of his rifle, nearly breaking a panel out of the door. In this moment, I could only think that I had to try to deter him immediately before it becomes life or death for one of us. I shot around toward the edge of the doorframe, deafening myself for a second as the shot rang through the house. When my hearing came back, all I heard was the rain pouring down. No footsteps, banging, or yelling. I gathered up courage after 5 minutes of no sounds and looked out the peephole, seeing an empty porch, and outside in the yard were clear footprints going away from the house. He must have run right after the shot during the couple seconds I couldn't hear. Police did a thorough search and found some strange details. Out by where the campfire was, they found a duffel bag with evidence of it having been buried nearby and likely dug up just hours before the attack. What they told me is that it was most likely a burglary kit, or possibly even a murder kit, that was planted in advance with the intent to be dug up and used later on. This means whoever attacked me had planned it and had been right outside my house at least once before that night. Why he attacked me specifically is not known, and who and where he is currently is still no closer to being figured out than it was 4 years ago. I still live in the same house and worry every day that he might come back.
Let bro come back to my crib, bro. Let bro come back to my house. It's gonna be war, bro. It's gonna be straight war. Who told bro to come in? Who told bro to come knocking on my door? I didn't tell you to come knocking on my door. Then you gonna bring a hunting rifle. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, I'm about to buy me an AK-47, keep it on the door. Then as soon as bro knock on the door one more good time, thinking he finna get sprayed. He finna get hit with the full clip. Cause who are you? I'm gonna throw a grenade at the door. Don't care if it's gonna blow up a part of my house. You're gonna die with it. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what I said. But look, if you do enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace, my brothers and sisters.